is Jeff Nickfort. I'm the Safety and Training Manager. Today we're going to talk about rear axle temp sensors. Both the rear axle and the front drive axle have a temp sensor. We've seen corrosion and rub-through issues on the harnesses, as well as over-temp codes or high axle temp codes on the dash of the ICU. The December 9th, 2021 Tech Digest article talks about an ICU parameter that can be disabled, which will disable the high axle temp shutdown, as well as disable any wiring codes. Now we need you to do a thorough inspection to make sure there's no axle leaks before disabling that parameter. In order to be able to disable the parameter in ICU, you will need to hook up Diagnostic Link 8. Whatever the current version is. In order to find out if you're at the most current version, you go to Help, About, and in this case we see we're at 8.14 Service Pack 4, which is the newest release. So in order to get to parameters, we've got to click on a parameters tab and wait for those to load. So we've gone to the parameter tab, we've gone to our SM and our ACS axle temp sensing. So you can see currently the axle temp sensor is set for rear. Now normally in order to change this parameter, I would double click the parameter and it should give me a expansion list of available parameters. As you can see currently there is no expansion list, so we'll need to go touch the Detroit server, or Detroit Freightliner server, in order to download those additional parameters. So in order to do that, you need to come over here and go to Program Device, select our current unit, and download data from server. So right now we're downloading the new parameters from the server. It will take a little time for those parameters to download from the Freightliner and Detroit servers for this unit. So the download from the server is complete. You'll see that all the engine ECU parameter data is missing. Those are the 5 missing servers. In order to get those to load, you would have to call the Detroit call center in order to get those to load the parameter set onto the mainframe for you. In this case, we're looking at the SM, so we're just going to click Next, and then Back, and then we're going to go back to our Parameters tab. So now we've downloaded our parameters from our server. Again, we'll double click on a parameter. You'll see now that we get this drop down menu, and we will select No Axle Temp. We will then click the Send button. This will just have us verify what the parent was and then what the new parameters are. So we'll just click OK. It will then write the parameters to the SM. After it's done downloading on the screen, then you should come up and you should shut your ignition switch off for 5 seconds. That will lock the parameters into the SM memory. After you hear the air solenoid for the fan cycle off, you can go ahead and turn your key back on. As a reminder, on the December 9th, 2021 Tech Digest, you'll find the parameters and the list of that. And as a reminder, we do not maintain any wiring or axle temp sensors or do any diagnostics for this fault. We'll just simply go in and disable the parameter.